This is a course on theories of crime causation. It is a major course in Bachelor of Science in Criminology program, which captures the theoretical perspective of crime causation committed by individuals and institutions. This video is just one of the wide arrays of theories of crime causation. Perspectives of crime causation. In the field of criminology, it is a fact that there are many factors which lead the individual to commit crime. What causes crime? Criminologists view crime in different perspectives. 1. Classical perspective. 2. Biological perspective. 3. Process perspective. 4. Conflict perspective. 5. Biosocial perspective. And 6. Psychological perspective. These perspectives are to be discussed in this lesson. The classical perspective views that crime is a function of free will and personal choice. Under this perspective, people can understand the difference between right and wrong and can choose to commit criminal acts or to follow the law. At its core, classical criminology refers to a belief that a crime is committed after an individual weighs the pros and cons. The decision to commit a crime is a rational decision and is best countered through a deterrence-based system, such as punishment. The biological perspective views crime as the result of biological or inborn defects or abnormalities. This view directly conflicts with classical perspective, which claims that criminal activity is the result of free will. Under a biological perspective, deterrence such as punishment is of little value. Treatment to reform the criminal is suggested. The focus of the perspective is mainly on the criminal itself. It views that crime is a function of chemical, neurological, genetic, personality intelligence, or mental traits. The process perspective claimed that crime is a product of socialization or interaction of one person to another, and that crime is a function of upbringing, learning, and control. And parents, teachers, environment, mass media, and peer groups may influence behavior. This concerns how a person becomes a criminal. Conflict perspective. Conflict theory views that society is divided into two or more groups with competing ideas and values. The group with the most power makes the laws and controls society. This perspective explains both law and criminal justice, that is, why some acts are legally defined as criminal. It also explains criminal and deviant behavior, that is, why some individuals commit acts defined as criminal. Therefore, the conflict perspective stress the causes of crime based on economic and political forces. The crime is a function of competition for limited resources and power. Law is a tool of the ruling class in order to control the lower class. The biosocial perspective sought to explain the onset of antisocial behavior, such as aggression and violence, by focusing on the physical qualities of the offenders. It concentrated on the three areas of focus: biochemical, that is, diet, genetic, hormones, and environmental contaminants; neurological, such as brain damage; genetic, that is, inheritance. This perspective uses biosocial theories that examine the combined effects of biology, behavior, and the environment on criminal behavior. The psychological perspective adheres to psychological theory, a general perspective that looks to the psychological functioning, development, and adjustment of an individual in explaining criminal or deviant acts. Under this approach, the criminal act itself is important only in that it highlights an underlying mental issue. If the aggressive impulse of a person is not controlled or is repressed to an unusual degree, some aggression can leak out of the unconscious, and a person can engage in random acts of violence. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos.